This event video is a little bit different than my other ones because it's been quite a while since I've made any convention or event videos, and I didn't properly prepare for this one ahead of time, and when I was there I ended up having a lot of fun. The more fun that I have at a convention, the less footage I have because I'm distracted with having fun. Also, this event was in November and it's now
March.
All of the other videos are out. You can watch them, you've probably already watched them, but hey, you want to check in with what my experience was like too, right? That's why we're here. I don't want to make excuses, but like, I am now single and I did move, which is a lot to go through after my year of a million other things that I went through, but I'm feeling good about 2022. Things are finally settled and more stable, and I can get to making this video and talking about how fun this event was. It was so good. This was really something that I needed. It came at like the perfect time, and I honestly wish that I could go back to it. It was phenomenal. And that event, of course, is Royal Vegas Retreat 2021 in Las Vegas. I was surprised to find out that the coordinators of this event were not actually from Las Vegas. They were not local Lolitas. They were from another state. I don't know if they're comfortable with me giving out too much personal information of where they are, but it's hard enough to make an event happen, let alone to not actually be there and to not be from there, not familiar with it. And then also add on top of that that they had to be delayed so many times and postponed and had to deal with everything surrounding the panini. We have to take a moment to acknowledge what an incredible feat this was to pull this off. It was incredible. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for having me as a guest. Thank you for putting this all together. And let me tell you about the amazing weekend that was Royal Vegas Retreat. I had not been to a Lolita event since OniCon in 2019. I didn't even participate in any online events during the panorama. It's really good to go to in-person events. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm an extrovert, but I find it really refreshing to go to in-person events. That's where I really get my sense of community and friendship and all of the wonderful things of Lolita. I take like a small percentage from the internet, but relying on the internet alone can be really rough. It's heightened with the fact that I'm like an online personality and sometimes people treat me like not a person. So going to in-person events, I get to meet people and connect with people that watch my content, which is really cool, and like see friends and people that treat me like lore. The crazy thing about this event too was that I find that I go to cons and events in different states where it's pretty much local communities. So there will be like a group of like 5 to 10 people at each con that I kind of already know and that I'm close with and I'll like stick to and catch up with. And Royal Vegas Retreat, because it was somewhere that most people traveled to, it was like all of those small groups of people around the country were all in one place at once, which was so incredible, but also so overwhelming because I felt like I had to just like rush from group and group to people, and I feel like I didn't get to spend as much time with everybody that I wanted to. So incredible to like connect everybody from different comms and just have everyone together in one space. It was so comforting and wonderful. I honestly wish that we could all just like have some kind of compound and always be together. On day one, I dressed up in a corresponding clown coordinate with Milk Circus, who is also the owner of Dandy Puppeteer. They are definitely a brand to pay attention to if you like circusy clown themes. They have a lot of different jewelry and now are branching into clothing pieces. So please follow them and stay up to date on what they are doing. Milk Circus and I roamed around the hall and we got to see all of the different booths on the first day, immediately jumping right into shopping. The first booth we visited was Kuroshiro Kawai, a Texas-based fashion retailer, and also my second family home away from home. Look, I found a little bunny foo-foo in the forest of clothes. KSK had something for everyone. It was really cool to see angelic forest pieces in real life, and beautiful metamorphosed Tempe de Fille. Mr. Yan the Body Pillow was there as a bodyguard to protect all of the precious cargo. Kuroshiro Kawaii recently added many different shoes to their store. I bought some Meta socks that are so elegant and universal. They also carry Tweety Tart bath products, lots of petticoats, fluffy Tory pieces, AC/DC rag, Royal Princess Alice. It's too much to all list off. Check out their website or their physical location if you happen to make your way to Katy, and I know I want to. Next up we have Puvithil. Look, our collaboration pins! Visiting Puvi's booths always make me happy just seeing all of these beautiful accessories. I wish I could roll around on the table and wear them all, like a glittery katamari. From masks, necklaces, and lots of pins, Puvi also has several clothing lines, and if you are into Menhera, you should definitely follow this brand. Fellow Canadian and friend Ghost Girl Goods was in Vegas where she debuted her Ghost Girl plushie, now available. I got one myself and I can't wait to take her on adventures, along with many other treasures. I recently got the Tomodachi sweater dress with tiny friends, mini versions of the Ghost Girl pals. I really like this style and the dress is really comfortable. I can't wait to wear it more. My friend Invader Pig introduced me to Toucanette and her shop, Star Sweets. Sugary cute overload. I honestly wanted everything at this booth, but most importantly, this is where I got my bimbo pin. I have been wearing it a lot recently. Lots of people have been asking where to get it, and here's your answer. There is also himbo and thembo, which I think I need to grab for some friends in my life. I think embrace the bimbo culture. This feels like the year for it. Let me introduce you to K Collective. Well, okay, maybe that's a little presumptuous. Maybe you already knew about them, but I've followed K Collective for quite a while, but never gotten a full sense of just how much stuff they have. I really want to one day visit their store in Phoenix, Arizona to fully experience it all and share with you. K Collective is a physical and online store featuring a collection of independent artists who specialize in alternative styles. They carry a wide range of art, clothing, patches, pins, jewelry, home goods, and more. Let me tell you, I want this blouse, and this booth made me wish I had set aside a larger budget for Royal Vegas retreat. Look at those berets! I ended up replacing my wallet with one from them that was the perfect size I was looking for, and it has held up really well. It was wild to see Hanuli remote vending. After their announced retirement and shop closure, I never thought I would see them at cons again. But slowly, here and there, I noticed they have been trickling out products. I had the honor of meeting Hanuli at an event in Florida years ago, and I really hope one day I can see her again, and that more people can appreciate this brand. While shopping, we ran into Toast Chan, and I had to document her absolutely iconic Alice in the Pirates apron made out of shopping bags from the brand. Toast lives for memes, and I'm all about it. After loads of shopping and socializing, the first day had the Non-Lolita fashion show. The Forever Wonderful Ghost Girl hosted the fashion show, and I'm always impressed with her skill and energy to light up a room and lift up a crowd. Puvithil's looks really impressed me with a blend of Menhera and punk, and almost subtle nods to Lolita or casual Lolita. I feel like this could be a really great style inspiration to maybe someone who doesn't feel fully Lolita, but wants to mix these pieces in with other goth and punk themes. Fluffy Tory showed off their activewear line. Joelle's motto is that everyone can be kawaii, and that really shows through all of her pieces, that even if you want a more comfortable, casual silhouette, you can still be heckin' cute and continue to be cute all the time, even when being active. Kitty Kaya showed off their magnificent t-shirt designs, perfect for that comfy convention day, post-meetup outfit, or could be styled into casual Lolita. Admiral Wolf, his runway walks tend to make the audience turn into a campground at Niagara Falls, and out of all of the years I've known him, they continue to get spicier, and I think that one day they won't be appropriate for YouTube. Anyways, from this attitude to this dork, Brie is so full of life, oh my goodness, you could really see all of the KSK models encapsulate the mood of each outfit. Cal is convincing me to try out WA styles, and he didn't even have to say anything. Marina looks so adorable, and how she sold this runway was really what solidified my decision to buy this dress and Ghost Girl plushie.
I love seeing the tiny friends in all of the Ghost Girl Goods pieces. I always enjoy Ghost Girl fashion shows and feel inspired to wear the pieces I have in more ways.
Colin and Cal of Kuroshiro Kawaii had a meme panel, which was hilarious. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of technical difficulties, so they weren't able to have the same panel that they wanted to, but it turned into this kind of low-key social gathering where we just shared our favorite memes and Lolita humor history, which was a lot of fun and felt just really cozy and nice. That night I went out with the whole Kuroshiro Kawaii gang and I got really drunk. But it was really fun. Some friends of theirs joined us who were not Lolitas and they just kept handing me mojitos constantly. It was a dream. I had a friend on either side of me walk me back to my hotel room and I maybe could have made it on my own, but I'm grateful that they were with me. The next day I visited the Target on the Strip. Yes, there is a Target on the Las Vegas Strip, and got lots of Gatorade and food and energized myself to go back to the event, and I'm lucky that I didn't have too bad of a hangover. I did run into some Lolitas in the casino before I was dressed up, and I decided to tease them by saying, "Hey, little Bo Peep, where are your sheep?" And they got real mad and didn't recognize me. But it's fine. On day 2, I wore my Fluffy Tori dress alongside Joelle, or Fluffy Kawaii Jo, and I felt really cute and was really happy to be with her wearing the same print. As well as representing Fluffy Tori, I like to try to wear brands that are at different events to try and support them and also get the word out about them and show them off to other attendees. Day 2 was also the day that Kim, Joelle, and I had our YouTuber panel, and we talked about what it's like to start a channel and maintain a channel from a beginner's perspective, from someone who's been into it for a few years, and then someone who's an old grandma like me who's been doing it for a long time.
It's been 84 years.
We had prepared this for a little while beforehand and it was really enjoyable. I worked really well with them and I would love to do more collabs with Kim and Fluffy Kawaii Jo. I learned a lot from the both of them. Even though I'm most experienced, they have different experiences and different give and take that I definitely learned a lot from. Especially Kim does like live streams and Joelle does a lot more production in her work, so I felt really inspired after doing that panel with them. The one criticism I have of it is that I wish that it was in a smaller room. It was on the fashion show stage, so there was like a long walkway between us and the audience, and it really felt like Joelle, Kim, and I were like talking amongst ourselves and doing this demonstration. But I would like to do that panel again and have more audience engagement because it was just hard to see them because they were so far away and it was really dark. I don't mind it so much because there was the 3 of us, so I think that it was entertaining in that way, but I think I'd like to do that panel like on my own as well in like a smaller room where I can really chat with the audience. It would be hard for like all 3 of us to talk with the audience and stuff. Generally, I don't like doing panels, but this made me really enjoy panels and want to do more. The Lolita fashion show happened on day 2 as well.
Enchanted Dream Couture, a Tennessee-based brand, had a beautiful selection of gothic and classic pieces. It was so cool to see Marina wearing gothic. She can really pull off any style. Kuroshiro Kawaii really showed more of their versatility with pieces from Metamorphose Temple des Filles as well as Royal Princess Alice. Puvitel's Dogs and Desserts line comes in so many fun cuts with an option for everyone. Lastly, Fluffy Tori shared a Kuro and Shiro duo as well as their Sweet Chocolate Journey release.
It was pretty cool that the tea party was included in the tickets, so everybody went to it, and it really put into perspective the huge scale of this event and how many people were there. I decided to wear this dress even though Royal Princess Alice wasn't there themselves. Kuroshiro Kawaii does carry their brand, so I felt like it was a way to represent them, and I did purchase this through Kuroshiro Kawaii. And I'm absolutely in love with this dress, and it made me so happy that a bunch of other people were wearing it too. After the tea party, everybody gathered to take photos. It was really wonderful. I got to meet a lot of people that I hadn't really had a chance to meet throughout the week, and I'm really grateful for all of the kind words that those of you that I met said to me, and I'm so glad that I got to get photos with everyone. Now, Royal Vegas Retreat was really open about wanting to hear criticism because they are a new event and they want to know how they can improve upon this. And I have a criticism, but I also feel weird about it because it's not really my place to give this criticism. I'm really curious to hear from attendees, but I feel like I didn't really fulfill my role as a guest. I feel like I kind of just showed up like everyone else and had fun, which was great, and I'm grateful for that, and I really needed that. But it became very clear to me on the very last day when I was taking photos with everyone, there was no chance to like meet me or interact with me, or people felt strange like coming up to me throughout the weekend. And there's a couple things that contribute to this as well. Obviously, this is still in the time of, so there was a lot of social distancing rules. I mentioned to them before, like maybe we should do like a signing or a meet and greet or something, and they just weren't able to do that with social distancing and the event and stuff and staff. And it also would probably be less safe for everyone to be interacting in that kind of way. I got a lot of messages afterwards from people who were saying that they didn't get a chance to say hi to me or that they didn't get to meet me, and I'm just curious from the attendees, was that a problem? Like, did anyone feel that way? I genuinely would like to know. It could definitely help them in the future with coordinating guests. As soon as I got there, they just kind of were like, have fun, and I was like, yeah! But I'm used to events where like the staff kind of checks in and is like, okay, today you need to do this, this, this. Whereas I didn't really have to do anything. I just was there, which was great for me. I had fun. It was very enjoyable, but I feel like I didn't give enough as a guest. I understand that when you're just like walking through the halls and I'm with friends and stuff, that it's hard to get in there and like introduce yourself and say something. So sometimes at events it's nice to just have a dedicated time, like a Paradiso, even though it was kind of rushed. And I don't know if we could do this now because of social distancing, but we just had people come take a photo with me and like line up, and that way everybody at least who wanted a photo got one, or who wanted to meet me got the chance to. I'm so grateful to all of the organizers, the event staff, and everyone who came and made this event what it was. It was such a wonderful break from all of the hardships that I had been going through last year, and it made me really hopeful for the community and events going forward. Ontario is just coming out of another lockdown. Hopefully things are starting to be more safe. I've done everything that I can to try to help. I have all 3 vaccinations. I have been being socially distant and aware and conscious of all of the rules, and I hope that all of you are too. I hope that this year and next year I can meet more of you at events and document more events for you. As always, stay lovely.